Hello and welcome to Playtime with Dolphy, and this will be the third episode in The Last Door, Collector's Edition Season 1. I've been really enjoying my replay of this. Please, if you get the chance to, check out my last two videos on The Last Door if this is your first time watching the series, and if not, I hope you enjoyed the last two videos and that you enjoy this video as well. I know the second video was a bit to take. It did have some really disturbing content in it, but if you still enjoyed it nonetheless, there's more in store on this one. Although the third episode, in my opinion, is more psychological and visceral and a lot less disturbing than the second episode. I feel like the second was definitely the most hard-hitting episode of all of them. So let's go ahead and hit episodes and select episode 3, The Four Witnesses. Previously on The Last Door. After the death of his old friend Anthony, Devitt decides to travel back to the school they both attended in the outskirts of Aberdeen. In his search, Devitt meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiment they were attempting many years back, which had terrible consequences. Then truth is revealed. Father Ernest worships the eye of the board, a vision resulting from the experiment. He killed many people trying to replicate its results. Those who saw the eye back then, he calls the four witnesses. When discovered, Ernest immolates himself. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks Devitt out and buries him alive. All is darkness. All is cold. All is silence. Well, we got out of the coffin. We're not dead. I will never skip this intro. I will never skip it, and you cannot make me. Reminds me of like an old classic horror movie on like the atmospheric music, like The Omen or Rosemary's Baby or The Exorcist or something. Well, here we are, apparently in the middle of nowhere. I suppose it's a dream. Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have to be made regarding your upbringing. A man in my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning, you will depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study at the St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write, as I will not have time to read your letters. Well, that's awfully cold. The boy already just lost a parent. Still no letters for you, Devitt. Please do not persist any further. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who is that? Him? Oh, that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind. He's a little odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. What is happening? A shiver runs down my spine when I look at what could have been my eternal deathbed. My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. Dear Lord, where am I? The light coming in from outside is dazzling. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? I can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? Maybe there'll be a little more forthcoming. Please, sir, could you give me some water? This ain't a charity tough. I only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. Ugh, lovely person. Cheapest potatoes in town. Hope you choke on your potato. There is a cart blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it has been moved. An indigent in ragged clothing sits leaning against the brickwork. The young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. Stained and threadbare seats struggle to dry in the muggy air. The young woman suffers difficulty breathing. Please, I need water. Get out of here, drunk. There is a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. He left. Please, ma'am, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery, a dark and more decrepit place like never there was. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? And a slum it is. Perhaps we'll find some water. Water from the pipe flows, grabbing water full of soot. Well, it's water. The water's foul odor is repulsive, but I am overcome with thirst. Blah. I must have fainted. It's dangerous to be an old nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Well, at least I'm walking normal speed now. The stench from the sewer drain is nauseating. Creepy, creepy. Ooh, love the fog. Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Is it? Oh, I always thought it was air. I do not speak German. So am knows. My husband speaks a bit of German, but I don't. It is about your patient, is it not? There is no trace of him. He hasn't sent up for his last few sessions. I've been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr David, but I didn't want to upset you without need as I hoped for the best. Now I am afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. Episode 3, The Four Witnesses. That was a heck of an intro. I feel like I have been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. I'll go over here first, I think. The glass is fogged over, but for a handprint left on the surface. Closed. Oh, I am not going through there, that's for sure. Okay. If I remember correctly, that is a sound-based puzzle. That's why I have these closed captions enabled. Because since I am a little hard of hearing, sound puzzles are no for me. It's just rubbish, rotten scraps of food and discarded peoples. You may keep my miserable kingdom, you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will, and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow, and will not disappoint. Well, that was very edgelord. The letters seem to have been inscribed with an oily grime. It reads, rats! I'm not sure if that's a warning or an exclamation. The sewer was flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface. I could collect some of this water, but I would need a container to store it in. Obviously, we need that for something. The gate is latched shut. I can't open it from this side. Do you hear them? It's the crows, searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. Could you help me? These streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I've lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, lost one. I can give you direction. I have been gifted with the second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? I haven't a penny to pay you. Money's of no matter here. Come close to me now. Okay. A scream. It begs you to escape. Mute. It shrieks your last name. Sharp, painful, and burning. Its voice is one you know. The walker. You have embarked upon a great journey, but this path has been walked by you before. You step in your own footprints inside a circle of fire. Well, these are unlike any tarot cards I've ever seen. The dying star. You lost your guide. You follow the stream, but do not know where it goes. You think you have escaped, but actually you're getting closer and closer. There's 2 more left. I don't understand. What does it all mean? I can't unpick these ones. Threads you have woven in destiny are too tight, child, but you will. Oh yes, you will. It is not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog we see only what is closest to us. The board remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the board. No more direction can I give. I'm following a man. He must have passed this way. And how is that man? Tall, well-dressed, red-haired, and a cold look in his eyes. The nightmare of which we don't talk about. All of us, asleep or awake, have seen that man at some time. Please tell me how to get out of this place. Get out? There's no way to exit the fog. We can only wander around and get lost in it. In the fog, all the stars die. Pardon me, I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Farewell. A rusty old oil lamp sits empty in the corner. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not certain what good it'd do you without any oil, though. Maybe there was oil that I saw. Oh, there's that man again. I think we'll go down here, though. Maybe there was oil in the sewers. The boarded up window of a one-down house. Dust smears the glass, preventing me from seeing the interior. Ooh, okay. Cuts of rancid meat light discarded on the butcher's block. That's the only light coming into this filthy room. I think they're all supposed to be facing sideways. There we go. Rusted out drums, empty. This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it has been used just recently. A bottle of gin, it's empty, but it may be of some use. This machine is, okay, yeah, we already read that. Okay, I get it. The remains of a horse hanging by a hook fixed to the wall. Its blood drains, seeping into the floorboards. Okay, I don't really think there's anything else left in this room. Trying to find my way around. I'm getting lost. Okay, he left now. Alright, so now that door is open, so we can go in there now. Oh, yes, it's very dark. I don't dare to go out. Okay. We need the lantern functional. So I think we're supposed to collect this slop and then purify it. Collected some of the oily water in my gin bottle. Okay, so it is oil, it's just oily water. Oh yeah, that one's closed. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright. So where am I supposed to use this at? Oh. I poured the contents of the bottle into the essentia. The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I will drain the water until all the water has been removed. Oh, that's nifty. That's it. I've extracted all the water. And now we have oil for our oil lamp. I filled the lamp with oil. I hope it will be enough to last the night. Alright, let's go find that eerie room that the man went into. Alright. We have our oil lamp. We have oil now. It's very oh wait! We need to actually light it now. How can I light it? There's like no fire or anything. Huh. Well, there's fire like right here. The lamp look as though there's an extinguish its meager warmth is welcome. Can we light it here? Yes, we can. That worked. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, we have a lantern now. Okay, let's explore. An old worn-out coat hangs on the rack. In one of its pockets is a pair of gloves. I'll take those. A picture has collapsed from the wall. This portrait is of a gentleman with a distant look. Seems vaguely familiar. An old bottle of Saint Emilion Grand Cru is covered with dust. I think we'll go over here first before we go upstairs. Mold covers the wood stacked in this shed. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently cut down. The resin is a thick and sticky liquid. I can't just pick it up with my hands. And you can't just use gloves, you need something to put it in. The door's locked, I can't even move it. Let's go upstairs then. A bright meadow. The picture had faded to a dull color. Oh, distant laugh. Okay. Now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself. My reflection stares back at me through the grime. An old wardrobe. Let's open it up. The wardrobe is locked. There's something amongst the imples. Use the gloves to get it out. It's a spherical piece of metal. A doorknob? Obviously we use this to open one of the doors. No, I don't want to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Who are you? Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Ah, don't you recognize me? No, I don't. I'm sorry I do not. I'm very sorry. Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose. But don't you forget it. I'm the great little caddy, singer dancer, the golden goal of London's music halls. I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek. Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog, there are no faces. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well-dressed, with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No, Father, I have been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I have behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. Alright. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? One, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh, it's just coming up behind me. Oh, now there's someone at the piano? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? A flashback. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? One more song. Ooh. I wonder if she did that to her father. What the blazes just happened? My head, it's pounding. And where did she go? Was she a ghost? The pile of things on the floor after Callie's disappearance. There's a mask. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. It has a note. Little Caddy So. There was a girl lit up by a spotlight in a music hall singing to live piano. What's on the bed? Oh, a note. March 8th, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show. But he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said over and over. March 21st, 1843. Father got really mad at me and he started to shout when after many hours of rehearsal I said that I wanted to go out and play a little bit in the street. More and more he's obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. April 3rd, 1843. Am I not the one who owns the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the postals? My name. The dolls will sell at the theater entrance. They have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions. April 21st, 1843. One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for you, Papa. She did do that to her father then. Is this still locked? It is still locked. Okay. The sitter is a strikingly beautiful young woman who features a sharp and aristocratic. Can we go up here? This piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. I'd say it does. Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. There was a key hidden under the key. A key within a key. Now it plays beautifully. Wonder if that's to the wardrobe. This cage must have housed a huge board. Only a feather remains. Can't reach the feather from here. Wonder if I can repair the mask with the resin. There's an elegant starlit party dress inside. There is nothing else in the wardrobe. A portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. The doorknob is missing. Easy fix. Wood planks are blocking the window. I can only see part of the outdoors. Big wall mural. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognize my face, though. The laughter is coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. Do I want to open this? It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly as though of human hair. I guess we're taking the wig? The record is scratched. It's repeating on loop. No more weird, creepy laughing now. The man in the picture has a quite hypnotic gaze. A painting of a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. It looks like one of Raphael's angels. No, no, no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, mezzo G up to C, tied F, second violin, bar 2, middle C up to A, double note E, G, C, no! This was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave, and then up to G. What? What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see I'm creating the angel's voice? The work. C to A, an octave higher, a fragile voice, flutters around the strophe. No. No, 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 no. Hands. Swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you alright, sir? My inspiration, too, is lost. Quite lost. In the fog, the notes moan. Just all. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne, the best soloist that a composer could have, the voice of an angel, what made my music possible. She could stand there by the window, the wind caressed her cheeks, she danced in her golden hair, her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness had just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice, it came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. The mausoleum outside the house. Is that where Daphne is buried? That's right, I have visited her many nights and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. I'm following a man. Though come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man too, among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. Please, I need to get out of this place. You asked me for words, but words are betrayals. They're dirty. Music, just music remains beautiful, but it's a person inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. Okay, I'll take that. A tailor's mannequin. Why is it beside the window? I remember this. Now we just need to place the mask there. Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. Okay, so we will have to go repair the mask if we're going to finish this facade. Alright, let's go out through the back here. I think we used the skull, the people's tooth, and it would set it apart. Okay, the mask. Okay, we can't use the mask. Did I miss something? Maybe I missed something. Maybe there's something else in the house we can use. Oh! Wait. Wait, I think I have an idea. Not there, obviously. Maybe we can use the skull to get out the feather. If I blow through the paper roll, maybe I can manage to make the feather fly. It worked. I got it. It's a big black feather with some gray spots in the base. I think we can use the feather as a kind of paintbrush for the resin to apply it to the mask. There we go. I managed to coat the feather with the resin. I've played this game so many times, I end up forgetting every year how to solve a lot of the puzzles, but then like randomly comes back to me. I've stuck the pieces together with the resin, this face. It reminds me of a gore from one of the paintings. Okay, we repaired this. Let's go put this on the mannequin, and then see what we can do next. If I remember correctly, he's at the end of the hall. Okay. Daphne, you're back. Are you a figment of my melancholic mind, or are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter, because you're with me again, and I now know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please, take my violin. Now that I have completed my work, I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. Look for the Samorg. Alright. Smog's obviously a board, and I only know that because my husband plays Yu-Gi-Oh! And he used to have a Smog deck. And they were boards, so Your eyes an angel, great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her, pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne, God rest her soul. The sarcophagus is broken. We don't know if it's the coffin. Who could have done this? I was asked to leave the violin close to Daphne's heart, but she isn't here anymore. A trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus to this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? It's locked. Well, obviously it went through there. I can't see anything through these dirty window panes. What was that? Maybe I can see something if I look into the keyhole. Jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. Incoming. No. No? Actually, no jump scare. Darkness there and nothing more. Oh, jump scare. Okay, so there was a jump scare. But now the door is open. With the help of Rivel, the naiad Daphne hid from sun in the shadowy mist. She changed her skin for strong bark, so her heart was forever concealed. Her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. Books with unpronounceable names in dead languages. Myths and legends this time. Norse tales, Greek, ancient Sumerian, others that I don't recognize. Some of these scripts I've never seen. I beg your pardon, sir, if I have startled you. What are you doing here sitting in the dark? Why, I'm reading these marvelous books. In the dark? But how can you see the words without any light? That is the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page. The words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know, so they can only be read in darkness. Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh, goodness, no. The bookshop doesn't belong to anyone, not since I found it here. I'm just a guest, an explorer of these ancient tomes. Have you seen a man pass this way? He's red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. Oh, yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why do you ask? I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try to meet him. I feel as if he is guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through lost places. Can you tell me which books this man perused? Let me think. Ah, yes. I recall him looking at unexplored places of the Empire. An excellent tome. Very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in his collection. I'm not sure where it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. Pardon your interruption, so I will leave you to your reading. Alright, let's see what else there is to see in this room. I hear a woman's voice in the distance. It sounds as if she's singing a lullaby? The sound design in this game is just brilliant. I'd just like to say that. It creates like such a good atmosphere. So much attention to detail went into the sound, in my opinion. A book lies on the floor. Its spine reads, Unexplored Places of the Empire. A page has been marked. That's the book that the mystery man has been reading. The place of the eternal fog, also known as Zaila. It is a unique bay in the east of Belasore near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains, easily covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. Would you say then, bad punning coming, would you say then, in your opinion, my viewers, that he's a man of mystery? Surprisingly less vegetation covers the place. I don't recognize the species these plants belong to. The heck? A cracked wall. A long green vine has grown through it. Well, this place is weird. Why would there be so much, like, vegetation down here? The remains of a coffin. It looks like it was burst from the inside. That's even weirder. The remains of a coffin. Okay, that one was burst too. On the ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Zyla. The page to which it was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies the song title, The Search for Simorg. I see something caught in the branches. It appears to be a page torn from the book below. I don't think I ever got that page down in my prior playthroughs. It's a massive dead tree. How could it have formed here inside this building and without sunlight? This is indeed eerie and weird. Right in the middle of a library, too. Wait, I have... Strains are worn out by use. Maybe I can do something with those? I don't know. No? Can you, like, get that down from there? No. I don't know what to do here. Very pretty scening though. Where do I go from here? I just feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. Maybe there's something in the bookshelves. Don't see anything. It's just more about that. I don't think I can do anything on the violin. So stumped. Maybe if I try going downstairs again? I think I remember getting stuck on this before when I played last. Oh, I can go through here. Oh my gosh, okay. There's a note partly obscured by mud. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats, too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. Anything over here? Fall asleep. Do not fall asleep. Okay, maybe I should go back down this way then. I feel like I'm getting further away from the lullaby now. A pile of ragged clothes caked with mud and full of holes. The dead roots of a once great tree fill the cavernous sewer. A strange green moss covers its surface, and there's a great crack along its length. I think I remember doing this. Yeah. I remember. That was actually... I remember the first time I solved that puzzle, it took a long time to figure it out. And I think I had to consult our walkthrough years ago with that, because it was so confusing. The violin has disappeared amongst the roots, as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding. That noise came from above. The crack closes after I place the violin inside, as if swallowing the instrument. Incredibly, the roots seem to move as if growing before my very eyes. I think before I go above again, I should finish exploring down here. Maybe that was her spirit then, singing the lullaby. Maybe she just wanted her violin back. Ah, in the sewers. Okay, so this is a shortcut to the sewers. Well, that definitely ties in since the prior sewer entrance to the left actually mentioned rats, so that ties into the note and about not falling asleep. Ooh, it's bright now. The tree has grown. So pretty. Some of the branches have crossed through the window and into the street. Okay, I got that. Can I get the note? The window has been broken by the tree's branches and its sun growth. Intense rays of light stream into the bookshop. Okay, I guess the note is in the bookshop. Yeah, there's nothing in the bookshelves, I don't think. Oh. Oh yeah, I already interacted with that. There's a note here, but that's not what I need. Oh, it's a shortcut through there. The sarcophagus is broken. Okay. Well, what exactly did it break then? It broke a window. And it had a note in it. In the branch. He doesn't have anything else interesting to say. I guess I'll just go onward then. Oh, Alright, I have no idea where to go from here, but I guess just adventure? Maybe, oh, maybe I could go find the fortune teller again? Nothing in there. We could try to find the fortune teller. Maybe she has something new to say. Nothing. Oh, there's the tree. Okay. Okay. That must be the note. The people's seat captured in the branches is now within my reach. On the page is a strange poem. Ah, I did get this. Okay, so this is how you solve the sound puzzle. Forced into the wind, they sought for the king, but lost were the birds, they wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by a need. They found there was silence, their quest was complete. So, wind, birds, sea, silence. Wind, birds, sea, silence. Anything over here? Oh, no. No. Wind, birds, sea, silence. Wind, birds, sea. There he is. After that man. I want the wind. Wind. Okay, so the wind is this way then. Okay, the wind is still this way. See, I couldn't have solved this without closed captioning. Wind, boards. Okay, we want boards. Excuse me. Oh, that's creepy. The boards are next. Okay, so boards are through here. Sea. The sea is next, and then silence. That's foreboding. And then silence. Okay, so where do I click for the silence? Okay, so it says silence is this way. Silence is this way. There we go. Silence. At least I took it with me. When boards see silence. Do I just keep going then? Finish the puzzle, to my knowledge. There he is. That's a foreboding house. Your ticket, please. This, maybe? Thank you. Please come in. Okay. This is pretty eerie. Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexandre. What is all this about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here searching for answers. It is the same as when you first joined our group. We each came with our own reason. Do you remember yours? I don't know if answering this really influences anything. Really not so. True philosophy. Indeed, it was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We had been alone until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The board protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again. But we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare. It is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. Well, that was disturbing. This belongs to you. I suppose it's my turn to grab a mask and take my place. That was eerie. Dearest Air Dr. Wakefield, if you are reading this then you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed upon address. Good. I apologize that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient, David, is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. One is missing their head. I can't say what that might mean. So, I suppose next video we will be covering the fourth and final episode of this season and wrapping it up for September's uploads on this series. I think I'm gonna maybe play one of the extras. I believe we played the Morgue and Beechworth's Wake, but I kind of want to play Wanderer in the Fog because of the fog that was in this episode. So he's the only survivor. What happened to the others? They're all dead. I would like to talk to her. A number of remedies in china and glass jars. See, he has spoken only nonsense since he woke up. There's no doubt this is a Catholic monastery. Miss Parnell is staring meditatively at this small plant. Good afternoon. My name is Johann Kaufman. I am a doctor. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Please be careful with what you ask. Miss Parnell's state is delicate. I am perfectly fine and able to talk, sister. Thanks for your consideration. Now, doctor, I understand you want me to repeat my story. I would be thankful to hear it indeed. I'll stay outside if you need me. I am a sane woman, doctor, in complete control of my mind and reason. You do not dare to question it. I certainly wouldn't. Then I will commence. I woke up in the dark. The room was small, so narrow that I could touch the wooden walls just by raising my elbows. Where were you? Could you recognize the place? I couldn't tell at first. For a moment, a most dreadful thought crossed my mind. What if I had been buried alive? When I got out, I found myself in my parents' house. I hadn't been there since they sent me to school. Were your parents there? Did you see anyone there? Your parents or maybe someone you know? No, they were not in the house, nor was any servant I had known in the years of my childhood. I was alone. I could feel the humid air on my skin and could smell the scent of the long time abandoned. I walked the rooms, unsettled by the silence. The place had the bleak feel of a ruin. Then I saw someone. In the opposite end of the corridor, an old woman stared at me. Did you try and talk to her? I tried to, but she did not answer, and she walked away when I tried to get closer. I followed her out through the back alley and into the streets. I got lost in the bog of Aberdeen. The streets were deserted and a thick fog covered everything. I thought I had seen the old woman through the fog once or twice, but they could have been just shadows. Did you see anyone? So the city was empty? No, not completely. I met some people. Vagabonds. One of them was a priest. I remember a novelist and a boy, too. Tell me about the priest. This priest, where did you meet him? I met him in a stable. Good Lord, he said mass there. Among the beast. Could you imagine the profanity? Tell me about the novelist. The woman had never written a word. She created only in her mind, you know. She could tell the stories sentence by sentence, with perfect precision, and I could even hear a piece of her last work. What was the piece about? Do you remember anything about the novelist's work? Yes. The piece he told me was something like, the shadows of the past soon melted within the land that loves silence. Through the fog they walked, found themselves lost. Hoping for a sign from their gods, they set camp on the beach, where 30 birds awaited to meet their crown. So the boy, what about him? I came across an abandoned carriage. The horse was long dead, its bones still harnessed to the cart. There was a young man petting the carcass of the animal. Did you talk to the boy? Could you talk to this young man? He was deaf, but I think he could read my lips. When he spoke, he did with a clear accent. He said he could only listen to the songs of the departed. What happened then? As I walked, the fog got denser. I could barely see anything around. I finally met the old woman. She didn't say a thing, but gave me a cardboard card. Then she left. She gave you a playing card. It was one of those used to tell fortune. There was a drawing on it of a veiled person holding a lamp. Then the mist seemed to clear out and I could finally see. What could you see? A barren land, bathed by roaring waves. There were thousands of birds, and then I realized there was something else. What was it? It was there. It looked at me. The burning dark inside, the shaking, the scream. That vision that I cannot understand. What is it, Doctor? Have I finally lost my strength of mind? I believe your story. I believe you. I am sure that what you lived was real, but I'm afraid that I currently lack any proof that can confirm your account. I am sorry. I should leave. Thank you for your time. Wait, Doctor, I have something else to say. When I first woke up here, there was something beside me. Would this be enough proof? It looks like a tarot card. Well, that was a nice little tie-in with the episode I just played, actually. Well, I think that concludes my recording of the last door for this week. I hope that you are still enjoying my playthrough of this series. I do plan on playing the second season next September, which is another 4-part series. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I really want to keep up doing creepy games every September and October for all of you. I really love horror games, even though I still really love cozy games. So it's nice to be able to share that love of horror gaming with all of you every year. I hope that you've all enjoyed this video, and I'll see all of you on the next one. Bye!